What's up, everybody? It's the homie Truth Teller, the street reporter, and a lot of people always say, Truth, when you get that opportunity, can you get an interview from somebody you think that's a legend? Somebody that you think on the cuffs of the blowing up. Today I was lucky enough to get that opportunity. Now you know Pirate a pretty busy dude. He told me, Truth, you're lucky enough while I'm out here, I'm going to squeeze you in.
No, man, you ain't lucky, man. I'm just saying we got to make sure we get it in while I'm out here.
Most
I'm
definitely.
trying to work like you is. Same thing.
So he gave me an opportunity. We finna get it in. Now for the people who don't know what's going on, you'll let them know exactly what's your name and where you're from, bro.
I'm a FlyPirate, Fly Skinz. I'm from Roseland.
Now you just said something I want to pinpoint. You know, we can't fly past that real quick. You said Roseland.
Roseland, Wild Hunters.
Right.
Roseland, very young.
Right. You know what? A lot of people talk about neighborhoods now in the drill culture.
Yeah.
Like the Inglewoods, neighborhoods like that. But growing up, I heard a lot about the Roseland community.
Yeah.
Pirate, how did you move out there in the Roseland community?
Well, I grew up playing ball, so that really kept me focused and busy all the time. That's what before rap, that was what, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what I put my life in that was what my life revolved around.
So you was a hooper?
Yeah, just get in on the court.
Right. I noticed mostly everybody I interviewed tell me they started out playing basketball.
Yeah, that really how I was known. I played ball all through the city, from out west, east, south, north, any way you could think of.
Okay.
Played, you know what I'm saying? Grew up doing that since a shorty. Real.
Was that something you was trying to do professionally, or that was just something you was doing in the hood and shit?
Nah, that was something I was trying to do professionally.
Right.
That's how it's funny, but that's how it led me into rap and everything, though. For real.
By playing sports and shit.
Yeah, I ended up going to school in Texas. I had to play ball.
Oh, so you got a scholarship and shit like that.
Ended up getting into a fight, broke my wrist.
Oh.
Punching it. For what's crazy, who I was end up starting to manage and do music with. You know what I'm saying? Got behind on the music before I rap. Yeah. So after I hurt myself, I tried to come back and play at King was his third.
Oh. So you was taking that shit serious?
Hell yeah. I was in the cast for a whole year after that. So when I got back out the cast, I tried, you know what I'm saying, get back to that shit. But in the midst of that shit, I kind of like lost my passion for it too, but still had love for it. Just had started getting to the streets, playing around, doing little stuff. Chasing that bread, you know, in college, that shit had you fucked up, you know?
Facts.
That was all happened with that.
No, I can see that though, Pirate. For the people who don't know, Pirate like 7 foot tall. Bro.
That was the first thing everybody say when they see me. Like,
yeah.
I know you just talking.
Now you just said something about managing.
Yeah.
Was that hard?
Yeah, it is, man, because you trying to. It's like this. You really putting your faith in another man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You expecting another man to have the same drive, passion, and will to win as you do.
Right.
You can't, you know what I'm saying? They always say you don't look for you in other people. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna find it. I just let you gotta learn in life. So I did that shit from 2012. I started rapping in 2017. So.
Also about 5 years?
Yeah, 4 or 5. It might be 2012 or 2013 to 2017.
Right. What made you stop managing though and jumping into the rap?
I started feeling like, rest in peace to my grandmother though. She was telling me the whole time that I need to rap. I never saw it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And she passed before I could tell her she was right on everything. So rest in peace. But long story short, I ended up just, after lesson, bump your head with this shit, I ended up just starting to figure like, get tired of arguing with people about, you know, working hard. Like I'm telling somebody something wrong. Just woke up, she was on my last conversation was she was like, you should rap and this and that. I was telling her about the niggas who I was, you know what I'm saying, investing in.
Right.
She told me like, that was the last thing she ever said to me though. That was part of the last convo. I took that shit into consideration, like that must be meant. Now I'll never forget, I ain't never told nobody this shit. I was with my baby mama one day, eating Chinese food. You know in Chinese food they give you the little thing that say, little fortune cookie?
Right.
Fortune cookie, I opened it. That bitch said, whatever been on your mind that you should do, you need to do it. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, I gotta be talking about that. You know what I'm saying?
Motivation.
I use that shit for confirmation. I use that
confirmation.
You know what I'm saying? Like
that's dope.
I really just dived in with that shit full-fledged, and I ain't looked back since.
No, I think that's dope. And the reason I asked you about the managing shit to come and rewind back is Okay, now that you rapping, and now with the manager shit, is this something you see? Because artists always ask me, Truth, about this rap shit, and I tell them, it take a lot of money to get hot in this shit.
Yeah, that too, for sure. You can't do this shit without no bread. Yeah.
What if you talented? Can an artist who kind of ain't got no money, but they dope as hell, they got bars?
I'm gonna keep it a buck. It's real hard.
Right.
I'm a talented artist.
Right.
It's real hard.
Right.
On the real. It's a lot of talented artists that ain't making this. It's because this business really based off the money now anyway. So if you got talent and you got money, or you got a gimmick or some stupid shit that'll catch the world's attention, then they'll fuck with you.
Thanks.
But my direction and my lane don't, you know what I'm saying? This ain't no gimmicks and nothing. I'm on some real shit, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you gotta really grind in, you gotta invest every dollar into, you know what I'm saying, to this shit.
Right.
I don't play with this shit.
Right. From the videos.
Yeah, it should come out of the pocket, like that. Grind out the mud.
Yes. I be seeing them suit and tie things then. I heard you say you're gonna do that annually.
Oh yeah, for
That's
sure.
something you're gonna do annually?
Yeah, what was that show called put together last year?
That was dope. I seen that. Everybody was dressed up, all kind of shit.
Yeah, that shit was called, what I call it? Grammy thing. Grammy night. Just something that, you know, acknowledge the other artists in the city that's working. One, it ain't like nobody in the city doing it. I'm an artist, so I feel for the artists who, I know artists feel just like me, like, you know what I'm saying, trying to get this shit out to the world. And that's something I'm gonna keep doing no matter how big I get. I'm gonna make sure I send a ladder back down and put somebody else on. That's gonna be my challenge to the whole city. Like, who can put the most niggas on? Like, who ain't no hater for real? Deep down in their heart, who ain't no hater?
Okay, now back to my next question that follows up with this. That's the reason why I asked you that. I think that's dope, right? Because I'm gonna tell you something I noticed when I listen to your music, right? I noticed you spit a lot of bars. You know, Pirate be on some player shit, right?
Super.
Why everybody killing on them beats, though? You choose not to do that.
Yeah, man, shit. They bringing the streets into, you know what I'm saying? They putting the world, they telling the world what's really going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some niggas is really rapping about what's going on around them, like we all is. But they, you know, it depends on what position you play in that shit. So if you the one who doing this and that, and the world at this point, we at a point in time in the world, that's what they want to hear. They want to know who really stepping on niggas in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Who really like that? That's what they want to know. So niggas, there's a lot of niggas really like that. Some niggas can't rap and some niggas can, but the niggas who be like, man, I'm really like that. I'm living that for real. I'm finna turn on today. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's why that shit going on. They dissing niggas hearing that shit. That shit gonna keep going on. It's like a cycle.
Right. But see, do you consider yourself a drill rapper?
Hell no.
Okay. Is it hard getting known without being a drill rapper? Because let me tell you what somebody told me. Somebody told me, now you might say this stupid true, but somebody told me if you're not dissing, it's gonna be hard getting known.
I don't know, man. It depends on what you care. I just feel like none of that shit stopped me.
Right.
What's destined for you, none of this shit gonna stop that. So if this your passion, then what you going after, like, do you? You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't stopping nothing. It ain't stopping me.
What made you come with the bars, though, bro? Because I get that. I ain't gonna lie. You know, I ain't gonna say Jadakiss because you your own man, but I get that, like, I just get that, you know, that Jadakiss vibe. You know? I
fuck with kids. Thing. You say, what was your question again?
Like, where you get that from? Why you decide to come with that angle instead of the drill angle?
That's just what I grew up on. I grew up listening to just real shit, though. Like, from T.I.'s, Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? All the great. That's what that shit was about when I was growing. I'm a 90s baby, yeah. I grew up off the hoes and all the goats. Like, I listened to them niggas. Went to school with that shit on my CD player. Related to them stories. You know what I'm saying?
I noticed that, though, because I noticed when I listen to your music, I get that vibe, like, you know, you telling a story, how you spit the bars, your cadence, your flow. I think you're dope, bro. I think you're underrated, too, though. You feel like you're underrated, too. I get that vibe like you feel like you're underrated, too.
I used to, but right now, and when I know the people, for sure, the city waking up right now. Ain't no more underrated. They've been saying it. Like, this week, I've been seeing posts that's like, he the Jay-Z of Chicago, he the best rapper. In my head, and that's humbly speaking, like in my head, I really feel like I'm the best rapper and I'm gonna be considered one of the best. You know, humbly, respectfully, like I really put the work in for this shit, so that's how I feel. But when I hear people confirm it, that's just more confident, you know what I'm saying? That's confirmation. I go back to the beginning when I read that fortune cookie. Like, confirmation, you know what I'm saying?
I'm feeling that, Pirate. I kind of want to now ask you something that I think is dope. It's a video that kind of went viral. I seen it. You was in a car with the legendary KingVon. Like y'all was vibing the music.
For sure.
You knew I seen it. You was in a car with the legendary KingVon. Like y'all was vibing the music.
For sure.
You knew Von?
I met Von through his uncle, my man Bags, man. Free Bags, man. Big dog. Through my man out there in the A. I really had met him before he had introduced. I'll never forget, I was in the mall.
Right.
My nigga Dada, we went out with Von in the mall. This is right when, this before Crazy Story dropped. This some crazy shit though, like, I told him this, like we was talking about this that same day you seen that video.
Right, so this is like pre-hot Von.
Yeah, like right before he went on. I never forget we was in the mall. On the real. And we just with him for that. We was with him in the mall talking. I was trying to get a dirt feature. I'm telling like somebody, man, playing with the email. I'm telling them, like they said they'd give me a dirt verse for $5. They like, boy, your ass gonna get smoked. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
On the real. I'm like, I knew it was some funny shit to it anyway because it was too low. Right. We laughed about that shit. Walked down. And months later, this after that got a drop. This after that drop.
Right.
And I always just see him around and able to just be love, speak, get out the way. But this day we all together for the whole day, kicking with my son and everything. We go to the studio. It's the same day he bought them chains for the whole old block. I rapped about that shit though. It's the same day he was going to Icebox and everything. And we just was kicking it, chopping it up and shit like that. My man introduced us, and then from that day I always just see him. Every time I see the nigga in the A, he always just, you can tell nigga was happy to be out of this situation, all the shit that he, you know what I'm saying, been through. Nigga be smiling, you know what I'm saying? At the L, real shit, dancing, looking good, you know what I'm saying? Bitches on him and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Right. So he was turned. Right. I got that shit took from him, that shit crazy on everything.
That was wild.
I ain't that with you. He's outside of what they had, character, he was a player, chill nigga on everything. Super player.
Then get the internet stories of him being just gorilla 24 hours.
Around, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like this little nigga player though, little skinny nigga, but you know what I'm saying? When you hear about him in the streets and shit, yeah, a whole different person. You know what I'm saying?
Bad. Did you get that vibe that he was, you know what I'm saying, when you first met him? Did you get that vibe that he was gonna be? You know, you was getting that dirt feature, asking for that dirt feature. Did you get that vibe that he was gonna be?
I ain't gonna lie. I told him this. Like, damn, G, I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, seeing a nigga blow up overnight. Like, I just was I started seeing him in the mall. This is months later. He a whole, superstar right now. Right. We talked it up about that shit, laughing and shit. On everything.
That's crazy, man.
No, I would have had a Von feature for sure. For sure. Facts. G was telling lie, my dog would have did that. Everything.
Where the name come from, bro?
Skinz.
Yeah.
Basketball coach. I started that shit young, and that shit been just stuck with me my whole life. Okay. High school.
Yeah. Where the pirate come from?
That's some shit. You ever heard me and the niggas I was cool, we all came up with, but it came from that Rick Ross song, Pirate. Like, if you ever heard, that was, you know what I'm saying, I'm looking for a name to call himself. But then if you look at the pirate, the symbols is like the anchors and shit like that. Right. But this the world homework. Like when you Google what the symbol of an anchor means, that stands for confidence, hope, strength. You know what I'm saying? Overcoming adversity. Everything that my music talk about, that's what the anchor symbolize. You know what I'm saying? So that's a pirate.
That's dope. That's dope. I get it. You know what you doing in music shit, seem like the whole city rock with you. It seem like you can throw a show and everybody's comfortable with coming to it, okay?
So I try to keep it like that too.
That's hard though, ain't it?
It is, but it's, you know what I'm saying, good thing that I be knowing what, know people in different areas, so I kind of know who not to mix with who. Right. Just was having this convo with another Chicago artist, with Diesel earlier, like shout out my dog D, we just talking about this earlier. Right. But yeah, you gotta know how to do that. All my events been peaceful, ain't nobody, no fights, no arguing, nothing.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, and I'm gonna keep it like that, you know what I'm saying?
You can't just invite everybody.
Nah, it's not like, you gotta like that, but even if you come into the open events, like my shows, it's not no bullshit, never. Like, I feel like the energy I push out in my music, I get a return by the respect, you know what I'm saying? When you come out to my events, like, you know what type of time I'm on, you know what I'm saying? You know, some showing love with each other.
So ain't no picking side, they don't push you into picking side shit.
Nah, hell nah. Hell no, I respect all of them boys who got what they got going on. They keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? I'm rooting for them niggas and everything.
Now, Pirate, it is something I want to tell you that I noticed now.
What's
You know,
up?
now,
Hey,
you know,
talk
the
to me.
fans pretty sure this voice was coming now,
Yeah.
okay? I watch a lot of your videos now,
Yeah.
okay? Most of them, I see a lot of them outside.
Yeah,
Are you aware that, you know, you one of the titans in this rap shit in Chicago?
for sure.
Yeah, is you?
Humbly, respectfully, I really work at this shit.
Are you moving carefully, face mask, hoodie tight, you know?
Nah, I ain't moving no face mask to the tight. I'm spreading good energy around this bitch. I ain't hiding and ducking from nobody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody looking for me.
Facts.
I'm saying I do right by people. So if we don't fuck with each other, it's obviously something you did. And I'm cool with that. I'm always, but this Chicago, we gonna move and play. You always on defense because we aware where we from. So we always moving on defense, but I be, you know, strategic with everything.
I want to tell you the statement people tell me. That's the reason I say I see them videos, dope videos. I say Pirate really be outside now.
For sure.
You know, Skinz out here now.
For sure.
People say this line, and I don't want nobody to take this the wrong way, because I ain't saying I agree with it, but this is what people tell me a lot when they see me in the street. And I want to ask you what this means, basically. Well, we know what it means, but they say, you know, you got to be careful out here in Chicago, a hating-ass city.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But I know it's a lot of genuine love for me out here, too, though. So I kind of stay around the love, where I know it's real love. Be outside with my people, though. You know, don't just be outside lingering or nothing, you know?
Right. What's the state of Chicago now, though? You know, we almost at the halfway mark. I do think we passed the halfway mark. It's the 8th month going into the 9th month.
Yeah.
What's the state of this place, man? We getting better out here. It's getting safer. Shit is getting violent there more.
And, you know, I be here back and forth. I don't live, so I don't really get to see it as much as I did when I lived here.
Right.
But, you know, this shit gonna always just the state of what's going on now as far as the music. Like, the world seeing it, this shit fucked up. It been fucked up, but it kind of getting more broadcast now. And I ain't gonna lie, it's a little worse than it was when I was, you know, living here for real.
Mm.
I've been living in Atlanta 6 years. Even though I'm home weekly and shit like that, it's a different vibe when you here every day and that shit around you when you seeing that shit. You know what I'm saying? I come home and still see it, but it ain't the same when I was here.
Right. You just said something real quick there. You kind of just said and then flew over it. You said, you know, you done kind of moved over sometimes, you know, in Atlanta.
Yeah.
You know, they just kind of went viral about an indictment going on out there.
Yeah,
Is it? And somebody told me Atlanta ain't really so much black Atlanta. It's starting to get a little gangish and shit out there.
The niggas taking over that bitch. You know? It's because everybody moving out there, though. You know what I'm saying? It's a cool place. It definitely got, you know, we from Chicago. I feel like we from the worst of this shit. So everywhere we go in the world kind of be like, not just a walk in the park, but we aware. Our instinct so prepares for everything in the world already. So you see it going on out there and shit like that. But if you know how to move, just stay out there. People where we ain't from out here. The niggas do what they got going on. You know what I'm saying?
What you got new coming out?
Man, working. I got a project. I Am Him 2. I'm gonna drop. I don't even know when I'm gonna drop it. I'm just trying to finish getting all the marketing and stuff done for I Am Him 1 because that shit was so hard. I can't just give y'all another classic that fast. I gotta let y'all know that y'all are really aware what the fuck y'all just got. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I gotta make sure y'all know this ain't normal right here.
Most definitely. But with the I Am 2, where we gonna get more features on there, more of you?
We might get less features. I only had 3 on the last. We might get no features this time. For real, I got a point to prove. Like, I want my name stapled up there with the Hoes and Nas, Biggs. I want my name up there with them. You know what I'm saying?
So what's the song with Jim come on? I just seen you shooting a project with Jim, not to cut you off. Yeah, Jim Jones in Chicago.
For sure. Yeah. Outside too.
I seen that.
For sure.
Where that's gonna be on? That's on I Am Him 2?
Nah, that's on I Am Him 1. It was on my last project. That was one of the 3 features.
Okay. So you just gonna give us the video to that though?
Yeah, the video to
it. Is that important though, going to other cities, linking with other artists and shit like that? That's important?
Yeah, it's definitely most building solid relationships. For sure. Even if it ain't artists, just solid ones in that city though. You know what I'm saying? I'm big on that because I travel a lot, so I always make sure I'm tapped in and most of the cities that I be in, I always know somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You know what? Can you give an upcoming artist some advice in this shit? What's some of the sauce you use to get hot in this shit? Now, you know, a lot of people say work hard and believe in yourself, but that don't... Bro, you got a song. I don't know what's the name of the song, man. It's messed up, man. It's not on the tip of my tongue. But, you know, you played a snippet of this song, bro. But I ain't gonna lie, I played that snippet over and over for like hours, bro.
Yeah, what song?
Man, I'm not sure.
What I said in it.
Man, you say something about your music, do something to a motherfucker, man. It make something about your music, make something, bro.
My music healing touch soul. My music healing touch souls.
Oh, my life.
I'm here to get the streets medicine. On the real.
I'm feeling that shit like that.
I gotta rep the game. I'm rocking custom made Letterman.
So what's the advice for upcoming artists and that shit?
That shit that you say might sound like, what's the word when they just sound like, oh, okay, work hard, but that's like the honest to God truth, right? Gotta outwork every nigga who doing this shit. It's a trillion niggas who rap. Not all of them, most of them weak as fuck, so you gotta get past them niggas. You gotta outwork them niggas. You gotta stay in these people's face though, and you gotta make sure you wanna, if you rapping, don't just be rapping to rap. Like you wanna be the best at this shit, or you wanna just, if you want to make you just trying to go viral or some, you know, some viral shit, depending on what you in it for. Like, I want to be me personally. I want to be the best at this shit. Right. I know the money gonna come. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna follow the work I put in.
So you just made songs and got a buzz. Like it wasn't no secret. It was a secret sauce.
No, you got a secret sauce. Just make sure you market your work too. If your work good, market it. Make sure not just your homies seeing it. Put this shit in front of the world. Right. Make sure you play them blog sites to post your music. Your shit hard, pay them people, believe in yourself. Every time they post your music, that's you might. It's like you buying supporters at the end of the day. When you think about it, it costs to get on that shit. So put that money into yourself. You know what I'm saying? Before you go buy a designer, belt, a watch, a chain, invest that shit in your music for real. For real.
Invest.
Yeah,
that's the jewel there. That's the key there. You gotta invest. But I see you on a lot of things, man. I think you had one of the dopest. Is that what is that called? On the Block freestyle?
On the Block.
Those are dope. I think you had a couple of them, didn't you?
Yeah, I did like 3 of them.
Yeah. You know when they do a couple of them, that means you're hot now.
No, for sure. That shit really, and that shit like that bring, you know what I'm saying, buzz to you too. Like I say, get in front of people. I got a big wave from that shit. Like a lot of supporters came from that shit.
Right. So you gonna get a deal with this shit? That's what you're trying to do, or strictly for yourself?
Man, I want to do whatever makes sense. I'm not against the deal, nothing, but I want my shit structured right. I understand the game.
What structure right?
Well, like a motherfucker not owning all my music, and I'm out here slaving and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Right. Masters. I want to build my what's the word I'm looking for? My leverage up. Like that's what I'm on right now with myself. I don't want to just take no bullshit deal because they giving up bread. I want to build my leverage up, be able to negotiate something that makes sense for me. You know what I'm saying? I get this paper for real. I ain't trying to be stuck out here arguing on the internet with people getting down. I be seeing that a lot. Like, you know, I can fall out behind this shit, so I try to learn from other people's mistakes.
I think that's smart, though. I think that's most definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
The people want to get up with you, bro. Where can they find you at? What's all your social media?
On Instagram, FlyPirate _Skinz. On Twitter, the same thing. I got the TikTok, but I don't be on it.
Okay, you
trying
got
to learn how to work
TikTok,
and shit.
Okay.
Yeah. They telling me that's why I need to really focus on marketing that. I gotta learn how to work it for real. I need to pay somebody to do that shit.
What about YouTube? Got you on YouTube channel?
Fly Skinz TV.
Okay, y'all subscribe to that YouTube.
Subscribe to that shit
ASAP, because bro be dropping music. He got a project he gonna probably drop in the middle of the night. We gonna be asleep. We ain't gonna know. So you gonna have to subscribe. What's the name of that YouTube channel again?
Fly Skinz TV.
Okay, and the Instagram is what again?
FlyPirate _Skinz.
I appreciate the love, Pirate.
Sure, bro. Appreciate you.
The homie True Teller, the street reporter.
Super.
Love, legend. I appreciate it.